It's time for your upcoming weekend. Hi, I'm George, the Weather Dad, and the weekend right here in the Midwest, well, it's going to be questionable. I hope you have plans for indoors. I think that might be the best place for you to be this weekend, and I'll explain here in a second. Now, as far as temperatures over the next week or so, really kind of boring, frankly. Temperatures generally about normal. They'll be a little bit below normal when it gets to the clouds and rain that we'll be talking about. But overall, this is about going into August, and so you can expect hot and humid conditions. I don't really see any real hot weather right here in the Midwest. What I mean by that is temperatures in the 90s and in mid 90s especially. That's just not happening over the next couple of weeks. But first, let's talk about your Friday, and you're going to see a blotch of yellow right there over Missouri. You got Minnesota heading on into the Plain States. That real hot stuff is down in that area, Oklahoma and Texas. Unbelievably hot there, but this is a storm system that's going to be moving its way in, and there could be some severe weather along with it. But temperature-wise, here on Friday, we're probably going to be a little bit above normal right here in the Cincinnati area, and that'll put us, I think, in the upper 80s. By Saturday, as system gets closer, take a look at all the yellows, again, reflecting the clouds and rain that's going to be around. And so temperatures will be dropping down a little bit, but not much. They're going to be in the 80s, and it's going to be very humid. Sunday, that expands eastward across the area, and that's where I think it's going to be interesting. We do have a Reds game in town, and you might want to take your rain gear with you just in case. By next Wednesday, beginning of next week will dry out. We'll get into some more summertime heat. You see that building by next Wednesday, a week from Wednesday today, and so you're looking at some temperatures pretty warm for that point. But here comes again another system, very active storm system, very strong cold fronts for this time of year, moving its way in. And again, when I say cold fronts, I don't really mean cold air. It just means showers and thunderstorms for the most part. And then by next Saturday, I think is when the heat starts building on in. So next week is going to be warm, but I think by next weekend, a week from this weekend, is where temperatures could really start ramping up. Precipitation, that's really what's key for this time of year, because you see temperatures just don't fluctuate that much here. This is Friday, nice here in Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky, but take a look off to the west. Those of you out there, it could get a little rough for you there on Friday. Saturday, that moves to the east, but it weakens a little bit, but there could be some severe weather on the Great Lakes region. Showers moving their way in, especially afternoon for the Cincinnati area, but before that in Indiana and Illinois and straight down towards the Gulf, you could see some strong weather as well. On Sunday, the system slowed down a little bit. It's going to pull out. The severe weather, I think, will be east of the Ohio Valley, but there could be some lingering showers behind it. That's why I said if you're going to the Reds game, you may want to take some rain gear with you. By next Wednesday, again, beginning of next week to Wednesday, it should be dry, but here comes that next system pushing its way in, and that could be some showers at that time later on next week. You kind of see them scattered around. And of course, as we round out July, heading on into August, we start talking more about the tropics. This is a wide view of the Atlantic Basin, the International Tropical Convergence Zone right in this area. Very quiet at the moment, quiet in the Atlantic, quiet in the Gulf, so nothing going to be occurring the way it looks right now for the next couple of weeks, with the exception, you see that front there, that's that cold front. So once again, anytime you get cold fronts down into the Atlantic and even the Gulf of Mexico, at the very tail end, you could get a little spin up, and they can come quick. They may not be very strong, but they could spin up quickly, something we have to keep an eye on. But this is 2 weeks out. Right now, it still looks pretty quiet for the next 2 weeks. So there you have it. Your weekend, if you have something planned later on Saturday and on into Sunday, well, you may want to rethink those plans. I'm George, the Weather Dad.